Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some Napoleon Total War here today on the channel. We're back on Darthmod, playing as the United Kingdom. This is episode 4. Here today, we have the battle for Holland. Emperor Napoleon has sent one of his marshals from the Grand Army. He sent Michel Ney to siege Holland. We currently have Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington, inside to defend. We're going to have a battle against Red Face Ney. So, the Austrians have made a bit of a play pushing westward here, taking some territory. Looks like the French have Bavaria as well. The Russians are currently blocking the port in Brussels. We do have an army nearby with William Cornwallis and George Elphinstone. And we've got more trade ships pushing down to grab those nodes. John Moore, after 2 successful victories down in Spain, has basically stopped the Spanish resistance hitting Gibraltar, and we'll fight this one now. So they have 5 pieces of artillery. Wow. A lot of cavalry. We are slightly outnumbered, but this is a huge battle here. Our first against the French. The Battle of Amsterdam, 1805. Let's get stuck into Michel Ney versing Arthur Wellesley. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, because we haven't actually fought the French yet. It's episode 4. We fought against the Dutch in the first episode, taking Amsterdam and Holland. But now we're defending the Dutch city. We've been mostly focusing on the wars in the peninsula. So let's have a look at Napoleon's Grand Army. What have we got here? 2nd Light Foot coming in. We've got the 20th Regiment. Oh, wow. We've also got some... the 1st Regiment there. Artillery. And there we have Michel Ney further at the back. So he is a general that we could get rid of. That'd be brilliant if we could get rid of him. Because he is definitely one of the best that Napoleon can call upon. So, we have 3 of our own artillery. We'll try and take the high ground here. It's going to be hard to arc our shots and fire over the city. So, we're going to have to be careful. We do have Michael Stoll as an accompanying general to Wellington. So, we'll make a front line here. Something like that. But here we go. The red cloaks facing the blues. Hopefully, we can be victorious in our first fight against the French. So we'll split things up. We'll chuck 2 on the left-hand side, 1 on the right. And I'll chuck Wellington about here, say, just to cover the left flank and some cover. And I guess Stoll can sit further back. So we'll try wrap around. We'll see how we go. We might be able to crush a cavalry unit or get around some artillery, or might be able to hammer and anvil strike a French unit. So the plan is, hopefully, we can repel this French army, then we might be able to march on Brussels. The artillery, unfortunately, isn't in range, so we're going to have to move them, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to hit anything unless the French move further forward. Oh, they're actually moving their artillery. They can't hit me as well. Well, while there's a bit of a ceasefire artillery-wise, we might be better off to move up. Well, we might be able to hit... are they going to move up? Okay, the Dragoons are slowly but surely gaining some ground. Seems like they're moving some people on the flanks to react to us. We might be able to sneak around. There's a lot of tree line and foliage there. We might not need to move our artillery, that's the thing. Because they're so close. Okay, let's just try and continue to get around. Because none of us are actually hitting each other with artillery fire. Okay. We might be able to grab him if we're careful. Because we're really getting around. Come on. If we can put them in the forest, they might forget about us. We might have to go for it. Just saw it move, so I was like, oh, we got to charge, I guess. Okay, so they got some cavalry. If we can, like, take a fight in this field out the back here, that'd be better than engaging any infantry. Okay, they've got actually rifles there. Okay, that really softened us up from that volley. They're spreading quite well. I want to try and go for Ney if we can. Can we get... Ah! They have really shielded Ney brilliantly there. Now he's intertwining with infantry units. We're not going to be able to catch Ruddy. Red-faced Ruddy. And then putting more cavalry in. Ah, he's escaped. That's just so annoying. Okay, so some of my artillery was firing then. They managed to get into the range. But now we're just engaging the French cavalry, and now we're bloomin' surrounded. Hang on, we might be able to break out the pack. Come on. Okay, this is so unorthodox, but it might work. Just go, come on, come on. Oh, we got him, good. How have we gone and done that? Like, get out of there. We've managed to snipe him somehow. Pull out, retreat, withdraw. Oh, they're already routing. Michel Ney caught by a surprising British cavalry charge. Looks like he's going to move the unit out. Well, it doesn't matter. We don't need to focus on that. Okay, my artillery is now firing because a couple of units are now in the zone of control, and I guess the remnants of the general unit there, because there's still a lot of them in there. His general's bodyguard looking to get vengeance for good old Ney. I'm going to try and take out the last of the British cavalry there. Okay, they've now regrouped. We'll go down and support the other two boys that are currently under fire. Good stuff. I thought we managed... I honestly thought we were going to lose the cavalry. I've done situations like that before where we just lose the 3 cavalry units. And that could have been GG for them. But we've managed to somehow pull it out the bag. Good job, Wellesley. Okay, so now the French are without a Grand Marshal. The Grand Armée stands on its own. We've taken his baton. And now we control it. We're going to have, like, Arthur Wellesley, like General Grievous. You know, when he, like, grabs all the lightsabers, grabs all the batons. It's like, Arthur Wellesley's like, check out this. Pulls out his coat, got a bunch of buttons with him. Oh, God. Anyway, we've still got to deal with artillery. So, they still have a lot of cavalry left. We could maybe just try and head-on charge it, which would be a bit mad, but I'm kind of tempted to do it. Okay, they seem to be shelling them. Like, if we can kill a couple of them, maybe disrupt it. Let's put the cavalry to use. Okay, looks like they're going to answer with their own cavalry charge. I can't even see in the smoke. Is that French coming out? It is. There's some line infantry nearby. Oh, okay, we might lose our cavalry here. But at the end of the day, this is the battle for Holland. We need to win, because if we lose, taking the Netherlands will be all for nothing, and waiting those 4 or 5 turns just to replenish and repair. But so far we're just trading. But the French line infantry is still incredibly strong. They are still very much favoured to win this one. So I didn't even have to move my artillery anyway, because mostly everyone was getting inside. We might have to move them again if they don't move up to chase my cavalry, because we are now in a full retreat. Yeah, they're out of range slightly, but there's still a fair few cannons in place, which don't seem to be hitting any of my line infantry. They're just focusing on the retreating cavalry by the look of it. But to be fair, we're really quite spent with our cavalry, so we might be better off just to not throw them up again. Yeah, one's now completely gone. So, our cavalry has been smashed. But the dragoons have done well. Hang on, someone's come into the zone. Okay, so one of my cannons can't reach, but two of them can. Well, they're coming into the danger zone. We'll hit that. Hit the foolish regiment of foot that's coming into the zone. We're on a bit of a high ground here, so we should be able to blast everything all over the top of Amsterdam. So, it looks like the French cavalry's given chase through the city. And, oh, I didn't even need to form... Oh, one horse might come in. I was like, oh, I need to form square with the 10th, but they repelled them. How well are they doing? Intercepting this unit that's now in sight. Come on, we've got 3 pieces of artillery. Show us what you've got. Okay, so we are hitting them a little bit here. Okay. Oh, so 1 cavalry unit survived. Okay, I'll chuck you on the right flank. So we are firing at them. But we're not really hitting them that hard at all whatsoever. Which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, it's a bit further. I might have to start moving everyone up. And the artillery, they're just not firing well. I think it's just due to the city, that's the problem. Well, we probably have to push and press the advantage. Let's hold the attack. Maybe if I just chuck on fire at will, they might do it. So they're auto-firing now. Yeah, I don't think they're even hitting them. Or if they are, they're missing quite a bit. Okay, so where do I deploy? Probably here, say. There's a fair bit of forestry there we could use to our advantage. And I guess we'll chuck the artillery like here. That's probably best for us because we took out a couple of the artillerymen, but they have most of their artillery, the French. The main advantage we have is we've got the fresh infantry and the generals. We probably draw artillery-wise now. They might slightly have the edge, but they have the army, the artillery, and the cavalry, but no general. So we'll just have to see how we go. We do have a lot of forestry with us, so we're going to be able to hold in there. And it's going to be quite hard for us to get us out of there. Like, if they could, like, fire volley after volley of muskets into the trees, and most of it will splinter and shatter the trees. Also, they're my front line. I'm trying to think if we should advance further. Okay, hang on. Because why not? Let's see how we might actually be able to overlap them slightly. Alright, let's move up. Because you're just getting shelled. They have a lot more of their artillery than what I would like. I was like, oh, that's a good position to hold in the forest in near Amsterdam, but we're just going to have to go for it now. See if we can pull it out the bag. Yeah, these artillery are just smashing me. Okay, we still seem to have a fair bit of forest on the right flank. The left, not so much. If we go to push up and match our front line with the French, the left is going to be incredibly exposed. So the right flank will probably do alright, but the left one's probably going to just get drilled a bit. Okay, my cavalry's been caught there, which is rather unfortunate. They've got the range on me. I sort of forget that these are some of the best units in the game we're coming up against. They are far superior than the, well, let's say inferior forces of Spain and the Netherlands I fought. Okay, so let's move up, make a front line, and then try and get the flank going and try and get the angle and shoot from their sides and behind. That's how we're going to try and win this one. Not by sheer frontal gunpowder. Front to front. Just inverting these flanks and angling them so we can hit them from the sides and behind and expose them. Okay, so we've got the 2nd facing the 4th Regiment of the French. Further down the centre, a little bit of forestry. That's not too bad for me.
Our general is under attack.
And these guys are going to hit them, so we're angling them well. Most of the French are clustering in the centre. They're just trying to reform. We might be able to get a cavalry charge on here. Against the 24th. I don't know how my units are taking casualties there from behind. Maybe the regiment of foot was hitting them. So we're currently trading. Oh my god, my centre's not looking good. We'll move Wellesley further up. Okay, we're doing brilliantly there. We're smashing the left flank. And then there we go again. Push up again. Boot and scoot, ladies and gentlemen. Boot and scoot. Okay, so that's it probably for the Dragoons. They're done today. They've been smashed. Okay, so there seems to be some free space over here. So what I'll do is I'll unclick the general and then we'll move up again. Advance and move. Advance and move, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So my artillery is finally able to unlimber. We definitely need some artillery support. Okay, the 5th's engaging. But here we go. The Napoleonic Wars are well and truly underway. Britain versus France. Make or break, really. With smoke from the gunpowder. We can't even see the front lines. It's blotting out the air and the vision. Okay, so we're just really going at it now. So we're going to be able to last longer in these firefights with Michael Stoll and Wellesley in there, dropping constant morale buffs. So we're trading there further into the forest. You can't really see. There's some shots going on. But we are really trading now further in the centre where most of the casualties are taking place, as there's a lot of clean fire. Both are bombing artillery shells against each other. But we are flanking and angling probably a lot better than them. Some of the French units did flee, but they've managed to come back. And let's give some shots with my artillery. So try and hit there on the left. It's sometimes better just to grab them to see which one has the cleanest shot. Because sometimes, like, if you angle them weirdly, they can sometimes shoot in front of each other, which is not good. Okay, so someone's buckling on the right-hand side there. A couple of waveling in the centre. Keep going and push up again. Still favoured to win this one, the French. But hopefully we can pull it out the bag with our generals. Right, let's gain this ground and then push up again. We're going to be incredibly close to those units. Okay. Give out an order there. Decent charge. Okay. Let's grab a couple of these guys and move up slightly. About here. Let's go. And go again. About that, yeah. Sweet. Fuck, this is still going to be way too close. We're just trading so hard. We're just got to keep advancing. If we've got them, we can't sit too far back and let them recover. My god, there's some fierce fighting going on here. My god, we're just absolutely shelling the buggery out of them. Okay, they still seem to be holding. Some of these units were not making a dent on. Some of them were rip-roaring through. I think it's mostly due to where the artillery is dropping. Let's just continue to try and diversify that shot pattern. Okay, we're going to have to move Wellesley further up. Wellesley's fine. I'm not worried about losing him. I'm worried about losing Michael Stoll, to be honest. Because he's not a essentially legendary lord like in the Warhammers. He's not invincible. For example, we knocked out a fair few Spanish commanders. So that's probably what stopped the assault. But yeah. The French army now is in disarray. They're melting away. at the seams due to the absence of Michel Ney, who was an absolute beast of a general and a man in my... Oh, hang on. My Napoleon series, they've actually caught me here, and they're doing the same to me. They're shooting me in behind. Hang on, we can't lose these units. Swing around, swing around. They recover so well. The morale is fantastic for the French. Like, the Russians have, like, the melee buff and the manpower, like, per unit. And the French and the British have some of the best sharpshooters
Our men are running for
and equipment in the game. So we're pretty tied as a faction. Where we excel is navally. Well, they dominate on continental domination. So even though we're advancing here on the right, we are struggling a little bit here. They've got the high ground on me, which is why we might lose a couple of units here, which isn't good. Trying to push their position. We've got to be careful giving chase, because Napoleon was famed for this himself. Ney's gone. I don't know who this bloke is, but yeah. Allowing him to give chase and allowing his rear guard to do heaps of work, just covering. The 24th Regiment are just smashing me here. They've actually smashed 2 units. Just form up quickly. Because although the French are in retreat, that's where they are very, very dangerous. Yeah, that just shows you a little bit of high ground here. Especially on this difficulty, they just smashed 1 unit on through and they've whittled down another. So we've just got to be careful when we advance. So they're moving a unit in here. There's a lot in the center here. Oh my god, that's a bit of friendly fire, I'd imagine. Artillery is only just in range. There's not much of a difference there. I'll keep dropping down those rallies, that's what we need. Move Stoll further up. And that cavalry is broken through the center there. We didn't have a chance to form square, no way. If they're going to lose this battle, the French, they know they want to try and take as many of us brave British boys as they can. Okay, let's advance and push further up. Still haven't claimed victory just yet. Alright, get the artillery to hold because they only just hit the range as well. I have to just leave it to the rest of the infantry because we'll probably lose more due to friendly fire. Okay. Yeah, it's just some of the best French units remaining, even without the general. They didn't melt away straight away. They've fought for the bitter end. But they are fighting for their ally. Oh, the Dutch. Okay, they've now charged there.
glorious victories.
There's only 2 more units there now charging. Oh, good. Let's continue, because we want to try and run down as many of them as we can, because we had to attack them. Well, they attacked us at the end of the day. They probably deserve it. Couple shells going off. Let's send up the bodyguards. Would have loved to send up the light dragoons, but we used them. But to be fair, they took one for the team. The dragoons. Would we have won that fight without their brave and valiant efforts? Maybe, maybe not. I can't believe we got rid of Ney, but a close victory, even with him gone. Crikey. Oh wow, what a hell of a fight. So Michel Ney is no more, and the Duke of Wellington has had his first major victory against the French. Fantastic. Alright, so we might have to give chase just to completely and utterly destroy the army, but Holland's free. For now. Okay, so there still seems to be a decent presence in Brussels. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. We could maybe block off the bridge. So we'll push on in. And just to finish off the last of them, auto-resolve. Oh, always a little bit harsh. But I need to auto-resolve that one. Okay. And I guess we'll replenish and repair back in Amsterdam. Okay. So during the end turn phase, the Spanish have moved another army in. Man, oh man, we are just getting wave after wave of Spanish there. Another full stack has hit Granada. That's annoying. Okay, so not too much is still going on against the French there. We're still replenishing and repairing. We've still got a couple of dragoons left. So I've managed to block off the channel here with Cornwallis and 2 fleets. We've still got most of the trade nodes under our control. We're sending our navies back down south. We're still currently besieged by the Spanish. Trade-wise, most of it's flowing, except to the Ottoman Empire. We're getting tea in from India, which is good. And we're getting trade from North and South America. We're getting some sugar in this time around. So they're still sieging me out in Gibraltar. I'm nearly tempted to make peace with the Spanish. It's just we've fought them quite a bit. But I don't know, we might just have to repel them, eh? With John Moore once again. So we might have to play that one again. We'll just see how we go. But stay tuned for episode 5 coming out soon of the Napoleon campaign. Should I play that one against the Spanish? We've already played against them a lot. Let me know in the comments. But thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this fight against Michel Ney. And that's him. He's done and dusted. We're not going to have to worry about him for the rest of the campaign. So that's one down of many of Napoleon's Grand Marshals. That's one off the hit list. Many more to take out. We still have Bernadotte, Masséna, just to name a few. But anyway, I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Gotta say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. So thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.